This is just a really quick video to show me consolidating my actual meshes down now. So you can see that I have lots of instances of thrusters and shields and Stewart platforms and things like that. So I need to take all of these and start to collapse them down. So all of my components, for example, and things like that, I just start dropping them into single meshes because I want to get this down to sort of like 5 or 6 actual meshes that build up the entire asset. This would be especially beneficial if I was going to skin it or anything like that, because I obviously wouldn't want lots of meshes to try and skin. But it's really useful because if I have less meshes, then I have less draw calls. So I just want to try and keep the overall mesh count down in my asset. So I'm grabbing all of these pieces that can all be combined into single meshes quite easily because they have the same UV sets, and just combining them together. I also need to make sure I do the same thing for all of my decals. So you can see at the moment I have bolt decals, and then I have the actual components and the bodywork. So that's just 4 meshes to build the entire asset. I can still, on an individual piece, I can still have multiple materials applied to that. The great thing about this now is I should get way less problems with having issues with my materials being reordered when I apply materials to this and then I re-export something out later, like you've seen me a few times have problems with. So I can just go through, apply all of my textures to the sort of correct material IDs. And now you can see that it's quite a large complex asset, but only with 4 actual meshes. So now I can just copy paste the translations over and just delete the original, which has a ton of meshes in it, so it's much more expensive. And then I just fly around just to make sure it looks correct. So now that I've done this, I know I can just go in and set up a second UV set for my for the bodywork of my drone, and then that will include my AO, scratch mask, and grime mask. And then I'm almost finished with the drone completely. So you can see all I'm doing now is I'm just going in and adding little lights to help pick out some of the details that I've been adding to the drone. So next I'll go and do the super exciting job of UVing up the bodywork. And then I'll show how I set up my scratch masks.